Good evening, Free Enterprise fans, and welcome to a wonderful evening where we are going to go through the Divine Comedy. I will be one of your hosts tonight. I am Alisal, and I am joined by Bad Karma.
Emphasis on the bad. We're doing something a little different tonight with the Divine Comedy, going through Dante's, what would you say, poem, epic poem, if you will.
Yes, that sounds about right.
So we'll be going through with these objectives to kind of represent the various stages of the Divine Comedy, starting with, looking for the fiends of the Inferno and the dolls that, torment. And as we drop the key into the well to, symbolize that, descent into heck. And then as we raise the whale to go to the heavens through purgatory, and finally that last stop at the Masamune altar before we reach paradise.
And for those who are unaware or have only ever played this version, all four fiends are named after characters in Dante's Inferno, the four fiends there. We have Barbaricia, Kainazo, Rubicant, and oh goodness, I've forgotten the fourth.
Armiglione.
Oh yeah, that one.
But our plucky hero tonight is Cecil. Not very plucky. This is way too nice. We should have started with, honestly, this should have been an Edward start to symbolize Dante.
But that is true, but this is a story of redemption. Our great paladin is going to be redeemed, and he is going to be joined by his companion here. That is a Palom. He would definitely be a little demon.
I came here expecting nothing but rudeness, and we're getting a starting Cecil with a starting legend sword in Sea Hero? I'm outraged.
But we don't have to fight the big bad, just like Dante never had to fight Satan down in the Hades.
I mean, if we find King and Queen Evelyn, he'll take you right down there.
But this is a little different than some of our community races in that this is, once you get the objectives done, you are finished. We do not fight Zeromus. We do not see a butt tonight.
I am disappointed. Oh, there is our first boss, though. Not in a bad spot. We really don't have anything to take care of it now. This is not what I signed up for.
Well, that's a little easier than say I don't know, Valvalis into Elements on the Giant. Do we have Vanilla Giant on?
I don't believe we have Vanilla Giant on, but we have a lot of boss hunts, and there is a good chance that there's two bosses sitting on that giant. I personally am hoping for the Alt Gauntlet at CPU. Wait, no, that's terrible.
It tracks.
No.
Our tracker tonight, though, Fiery Blizzard, another little pun there on, of course, Heaven and Heck, pointing out that there was both a light sword and a black sword in the Watery Pass.
Watery Pass clearly playing to the duality of our hero Cecil, wanting to make sure that he is equipped no matter where this journey will take him. And as we have runners all over the place, with Auska deciding, I'm taking those dolls out.
Starting with a Stardust item, this will very quickly take these dolls out. One of those really nice J items, especially for split like the dolls.
So I have a question for you. We're gonna call this shot real early. How many of our runners with another required boss on Hobbs are going to end at the Masamune altar?
I am going to say 3 of them. No, it's either all of them or none of them.
It seems like it would be the the natural progression. But what if that magma key is at that Masamune altar? One could hope. One could dream.
That seems a little too evil for my tastes.
Like Bulbez at the Masamune altar.
I mean, well, we can't have Rubicant there. But what about King Queen Evelyn?
What about Wyvern?
But what about the Baron Guards?
We can do this all day. I'm pretty sure I have more bosses than you do.
But we do see the Baron Key on NG Dave's side having taken out the Antlion location.
Just a couple of undead dragons. I sit them there because they're kind of rude at that spot, and they didn't do a very good job of slowing this group down at all. We do have multiple runners, though, with one objective complete. Rubicant down, Calbrena down for Asuka, and Asuka is heading right to that Rubicant spot. And we'll see if Cubs and Dathis just dive down that Antlion cave, as NG Dave probably going to go up Hobbs.
Can we talk about the back of, or the front of that Hobbs, though? That was a sorcerer robe and a defense sword.
I've come to expect a lot worse on Scala Kitty rolled seeds in terms of the loot, and I'm very disappointed.
I mean, this is T Wildish, so I've always had good luck on the back of that Hobbs.
Even if you venture back there without an exit, apparently. But, NG Dave with those levels from Antlion is going to completely knock Rubicante down and show him a what for.
And we see kind of a full loot from Dathis there in Antlion Cave. And while we've got a moment where everybody's kind of retracing steps, why don't we go ahead and shout out our runners tonight?
Follow them, don't follow them. They'll love it, they'll hate it. Who knows? But they're all 4 very excellent runners. The right thing to do would be to follow them. Don't listen to the devil. Always listen to the angel.
But our runners are Cubs Rule 21, Asuka 424, Dathis, and NG Dave, all wonderful pillars of the community, great racers, great people. I say give them all a follow.
Hold them to listen to the devil.
Just ignore that little voice. Listen to me. I'm the one who you want to follow.
Can't think of any time where you would not want to listen to me.
Well, I can think of a time right now.
See, now you're just plain semantics.
Is that also in Latin?
Yes. As Cubs is heading to the Baron Inn, though, gonna be, I don't know if NG Dave went to Fabul. Yeah, NG Dave's at Fabul with this evil wall. Cubs taking a nap, though. Good call. I like it.
Always good to make sure you are nice and rested before any trips to any illicit establishments where Todds are still smelly.
And that's a little green-haired one who, if you let her blarg things, if you find a blarg, we've got a sylph. He can do wonders for your team. Listen to that inner voice inside your head that says, take the little green-haired girl.
Cub's not gonna go with that. Gonna instead check these shops here. And the value.
That was some value. There were things in there.
Not in that weapon shop, there weren't.
Lots of things. You can make all that work. Just gotta try harder. Dathis says, I'm taking the little green-haired girl and is going right in for this purple robe.
And this must be one of your minions, Bad Karma, because I believe this purple robe takes you down to the Hades.
He does. Right off the bat, sends a quarter of your soul right down there through a nice big old vein.
But NG Dave also finding his way down to the Hades with that magma key.
The rest of our runners who are going to complete that descent into the heck through the well. You would have thought those words would have rhymed, but not on this stream. This is the Baronet I can get behind.
This is it must be noodles tonight.
You really want that, Rydia, you're gonna have to go through both noodles. And Dathis wants none of it. Asuka is through the Rubicante though, and is also going to loot the back, going to be getting that Sorcerer Robe. Meanwhile, Angie Dave, we'll see what the triple threat at the top of Ordeals has.
This being one of those seeds that you definitely don't want to fade Ordeals, between the Cecil that you start with and just the fact that you're looking for a bunch of bosses and there's 3 of them up here.
Dave's gonna go pop a siren, just trying to make sure that Palom is not weak and spindly and wants him to be able to poison things left and right.
Well, it is Sea Hero, so that Cecil will be fighting on his own with his own silver staff, trying to bonk things.
With the plethora of other random weapons that we found.
I mean... This is a little rude, but not as rude as if you had that green-haired child.
But still, if for NG Dave knows that I'm just up here for deals. Dathis and Cubs rule, though, they know that their path to that Magna Key that is required is somewhere else, possibly behind the noodles.
But there's that hold gas coming out. We're getting a speech on 3 of our Forerunners screens, and then we have just an angry wall.
Someone call for a speech. Apparently no. Angry walls, speeches, dragons who eat us, poison. What more could you ask for? More rudeness, I say, like pictures of Spider-Man.
Well, I would love to see something very kind for our runners in the second location once they take out this very rude Golbez.
Like Odin. Plague. Dr. Luge. The Mountain of Talking.
No. Why would you even know? But Asuka getting her magma key. We'll see if she also wants to come up this ordeals or will be the first of our runners to yeet that key down a well.
I'm all for this mount monologue. Virgil is speaking my language right now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I mean, there's dialogue. It still counts. Not the kind of dialogue we were looking for, but it still counts.
I saw that momentary pause and I thought, oh no.
No, that's later. Here is what's going to happen. calling my second shot of the seed. Long chain with the darkness crystal gating everything, and all the bosses are on the menu.
Well, my several hundred eyes see that we've already got 2 bosses down.
Right, but we're going to have a hard required wyvern at the Leviathan spot with the chain to get the darkness crystal, and the rest of the bosses are up there. You can have all your little bosses down here.
Or this could be the darkness crystal right here. And we could ascend up to the heavens.
That sounds painful. Like a lot of burning, a lot of light. Could have blinded my eyes.
See, it's good to be in the light.
Hurts the eyes. Makes it hard to see.
I mean, I have hundreds. How do you think I feel?
I've really done. I give up. It's this.
And that is the darkness crystal, so we can ascend up to the heavens.
This is. I'm going. Who said it? Hold on, I gotta see it. Fiery, our tracker, Fiery Blizzard said it right. Countered my counter.
Just accept that these dark imps are actually being kind of mean.
We didn't fight a shield, so. But Cubs has not used his Stardust yet, so they were able to get through there.
And we have put on the defense sword, so it's sort of like a shield.
It's as good as a shield. It'll work. I mean, sometimes you just have to go into a fight with just one sword and just take the hits. Fire Blizzard calling for the face check. I don't agree with that at all. We need a long chain to the required bosses.
All we need is 1 buried earth crystal. And there's 2 bosses right there. Earth crystal into our angelic harp, where there's also a required boss.
That you're gonna. I'm not gonna say it because everything I've said has been wrong.
But we see NG Dave is popping a siren here on these Liliths. And the Lilith did not appreciate being sort of punched at and slapped Cecil.
That's what you do. When you try to, do the work and take the Lamia down, it just slaps you. Shows you what's for.
It just shows that you shouldn't try to hit others. Or an angry snake lady will slap you.
You just have to buy the angry snake lady a gift. She'll be your friend.
But we have 1 runner already raising this whale. Sending up, we have 2 runners finishing up with their mount ordeals, and the last runner is just getting to that last fight. And we've got some divulgence here.
Gonna divulge.
Well, I mean, we have a whole poem to divulge.
I don't even know half the poem. I just know it's full of a lot of pain and suffering.
But we do see Cubs looking for a holy sword for that Cecil. Dath is going to see what the Moon Bunnies have. And NG Dave going to take a crack at that Rydia and going to find that noodles are on the menu tonight.
Double the noodles, double the fun. This is rough going in from the Leviathan. Like, you're knocked down into a quarter of your health right away, minus what you've already lost.
Yeah, this definitely is not a kind thing to do. But speaking of kind, Dath is finding that the Moon Angel bunnies having sirens for sale gonna make a lot of things pretty trivial once you get those levels.
I mean, he's still got to know when to drink them. That's the key to those, right? Oh wait, you said sirens, not Bacchus. I missed it completely because somebody sent me a link to read. We don't read on stream, except for the chat. We love you, chat. Don't listen to me.
And up here, we have a perfectly angelic Tella with that long flowing hair, that judgment.
Build. Geezerly stare. He's already upset that his daughter's dead.
Like you, that got pretty dark.
You tried to make it way worse than what it was.
But we do see Cubs is fighting these mad ogres. They're being a little unkind.
Somebody's got an ogre axe that should make these, a little kinder and a little less angry, but I like their spirit.
And looks like Dathis had enough of the moon. Going to go ahead and take on this Baron N.
I wasn't paying attention at the start of the seed. Who was our first? Was it a purple robe?
That was 20 minutes ago.
I can't remember 45 seconds ago.
I mean, either can I.
Chat, help us out here. Who started this seed off by giving us that ridiculous legend sword?
And speaking of, things, it looks like two of our runners gonna go ahead and get this Rydia. And I believe, NG Dave did get through that fight, so gonna fight Blarg here. Bahamut with his Mega Nuke of Justice.
Because I've been wrong every time so far, there is going to be a crystal sword in this Eblin castle.
I mean, I think math says you're probably right. Or you're probably wrong.
I don't like math. Math doesn't like me, especially on stream.
Well, it looks like our tracker has done our math for us.
Been wrong every time so far. It's probably samurai arrows anyway.
But Asuka going to go with the Devil Facade and gonna be the first of our runners to throw that rock key thing down to the underground.
I'm here for this just because Agar is my least favorite city. They always keep me from the underground. Sometimes they make me go through a cave.
And we have a Sparkle here on the throne. That is a Pale Dim, the dimmest of pales.
Just a bit ago, you were talking about how it was great to go into the light and everything would be great. Now we're talking about how pale this dragon is.
No, we're talking about how dim his light is.
Either way. It doesn't coincide with, lighting the world. You're all right, Peldam. Just as you are.
But there is that crystal sword. I don't know what that noise was.
I don't know. I don't know why I even try anymore. Fire Blizzard's got it right.
I thought that a demon had joined our stream.
Right.
And speaking of demons, there is the bard that should be yeeted off a tower.
There's a spoon somewhere. I don't know if the spoon flag is on. Who's laying in the bed, though? That's it. Need something to throw.
It is the most angelic of our moon characters. That is a Fusoya. His wisdom, his light, his... Wow, you're really going to throw away that Sid?
Why? Why? Of all the perfectly nice characters, like a young duplicate Edward, even a Kane.
But Kane is the betrayer. We like good, kind characters like Fusoya.
What's up with Medio?
Medio is a holy spell.
I know it is. He's out to get me. Said you were neutral.
I said I was neutral?
No, Virgil did.
And Luca also choosing a little bit of violence and decides, oh, I'm going to go up the stairs and block your path.
Ali, you said you were Virgil earlier when we started. Oh, I misunderstood. I apologize then.
But we do have a dancing bunch of fiends here.
How many objectives are we up to now?
Don't count on stream. It never goes well.
I mean, I went cross-eyed doing so. I ran out of fingers.
Well, apparently, according to our tracker, we are at 5.
That's still a lot of objectives that I don't like to see on the Earth.
But we'll see how quickly our other runners do this Elements location. Elements, not always a real liked locate, or not Elements. Dwarf Castle likes to get avoided. It is a long check. And this, that Rubicant was not having it today.
Layered right at you, right through your soul. Asuka's going right back in though. May have realized Cecil might not be back road, so doing a little gear switcheroo.
Or just put on fire armor and make the fight free.
Also true. Very heads up play. While Dathis is going through that Baron, Angie Dave is looking for that crystal sword that we know is in the basement.
There will always be the light of the crystal in the basement.
No, that's no, that was angel-y things. That was trying to confound me at every turn.
It's a little nightlight, and I'm gonna let it shine.
Spending this entire time getting the face that I'm making right now out of you, and instead you got it out of me.
I'm so very glad.
I'm sure you are. This entire seed is your doing, even though Scholar rolled it.
For a second, I thought that Tella just got a off-slot stone, but then I realized, we threw him away, and that was a Fusoya.
Who knew exactly what he was doing. It would have been more impressive with the off-slot.
Well, apparently there was a Stardust Rod up there, so not really.
Everything was at Evelyn. There are many cantos in that link that I was sent. That's still open in another tab, but I am more interested in reading what the chat has to say than the cantos.
Well, this Cecil here on Asuka's side is more interested in taking out this angry turtle.
Not an angry turtle anymore. Angry Valvalis.
Oh yes, Valvalis, who is so scary at the Elements location.
That's scary, but I like her. She does good work. That is another objective completed for Asuka, though. We'll see who the second boss here is. Oh. There's a white mage. Well, not where I was hoping for, but at least it's halfway mostly required.
Also, because you're more familiar with things like magma and rocks being where you live, how do you manage to stone a stale man?
I've said it.
But how did you turn it to stone if it was already stone?
Thought you would know the answer to that. Divine magic. You're the one with the halo.
And that shines too, just like the crystal sword in the basement.
It may shine, but there's still many bosses to find, and there's still a Masamune altar that has a wyvern waiting for our runners. You know what doesn't help against a wyvern? A crystal sword.
And I think a crystal sword helps against most everything. Except for Mist Dragon.
Or Octomammoth. Okay, Octomammoth at that spot would be pretty rude too.
And we see NG Dave as the second of our runners to go ahead and throw that rock into the underground. Whereas Death is only getting a white shirt from Baron, is finally going to go ahead and get this magma key.
Cubs Rule is heading to the basement to see what evil dwells down there. I am running out of bosses. This could be like a lot of my big top choices here are off the table. I hope it's the dialogue just to be annoying, even though he's gonna skip it anyway. Although Val here would be kind of iffy.
Kainaza is pretty miserable here too.
He's just gonna skip it.
I mean, Baigan would be one of your creatures.
100%. The problem is, the only thing that would really make me happy to see Baigan there is if he's holding that harp that has Valvalis at the harp.
But we have a Foo, and she is hittable with magic there, I think.
Yeah, but it'll be like the last thing you do.
And Asuka getting the fun drop from the alt gauntlet where you're just like, can I just hold A, please?
Trying to hold A instead, get a silver shield. It's getting some life glitches off though, so heads up play there. Always bring the dead back to give you that extra experience. I can get behind a plan like that.
But both Cubs and Dathis getting the bad news that, no, you are going to have to do the bull, and you're probably going to have to walk it 3 times, because things come in threes.
You've already had 3 correct guesses so far, and I've had 3 incorrect ones. One of these times is going to start flipping.
Well, it'll be after 7.
It's already after 7.
But Asuka, the first of our runners, gonna get through this kind of rude dwarf castle. And we'll see what's behind here. Do you remember if the warp glitch was on?
It is. Which means it's even better because there's a Mylon and friends at the bottom of the Luca cave.
And unfortunately, that Palom not having the XP to get to that warp. If it is the Mylon down here, that is a very heads up play because you would have to go down here anyway.
Like where Xenocat's head is, behind the harp, which is behind the Masamune altar. We are just looking for bosses, though, aren't we?
Yes. Or going to do the Masamune altar at level 20.
That sounds like a good time. We should really hope for our runners to do that.
Well, when it is ultimately King Queen Evelyn.
See, I see what you're doing there. I see what you did there. And that's not going to work because that would be taking them all the way back down to the Hades, and that's not the point of the Masamune altar.
They can still find redemption.
You got to go backwards to find it. That's not the point. The point is to keep going forward. The pain.
I have been out-logicked by the devil.
Won't be the last time. Fortunately, the seed is out-logic both of us. All logic out the window. Asuka is going to go for the keyless tower play. I actually like this. I'm gonna take a step back from my devil moment here. I actually like this play because this gives you a glimpse of what's in the hook route to know if hook is actually something that you need to be looking for.
Very agreed. Plus there's 4 trap chests in here. Asuka gonna go ahead and take out one of them. Which absolutely makes sense. Cause you might find something shiny.
Oh, the warp glitch had the adamant.
So the Lightbringer?
If it's the Lightbringer, I will flip this desk with the push to talk button down so you can hear it.
Does that mean you're going to flip with the desk?
Yes. And firmly underneath of it. And I will go with it. All balances will be break.
And the balance will fall to the good and the heavens. Don't steal the old man's Stardust Rod.
You can use that.
I mean, it is a pretty fancy axe. Is that the one with the holy damage?
I don't remember. I know it takes down giants real good. I think Cubs found the tower key.
Yep, looks like Tower Key is here in the Feymarch. Looks like also going to go ahead and see what's down here in the King Queen spot.
Wyvern into the fight and spot. Be required. Boo.
Yeah, that Dark Elf is what we like to call pretty free.
I mean, on the one hand, I can get behind Sid being able to hit things. On the other hand, that Feymarch is a real letdown.
That Magus Sisters is no joke there.
Those are details.
That's Cindy going punch.
She may punch. And she might. But I really want our runners to go and underestimate it. Dark Elf, though, is getting a lot of good piggies and weeks off.
I believe we were trying to throw rocks at the Dark Elf, and unfortunately, pigs can't throw rocks. Did you know?
I did not know. It would be a sight to behold, though, if they could.
But we're going to get this stop off. Cecil is going to hit things very hard.
He's been hitting things very hard.
He's going to hit things extra hard.
He's drunk with power, and we're still rooting for him. At least adamant armor's on.
It's fine. It'll just be a white shirt.
It is now powered up, though, with that Gigant Axe.
I still really want to know if that's the holy weapon one.
Yeah, help us out here.
And if you ever do want to know facts about Free Enterprise, we do have a wiki available that covers a lot of what goes on in Free Enterprise, all the different modes, stats on all the items. And if you want to get started with the randomizer, if this is your first time here, definitely you can check out our Discord or check out the website and start creating seeds yourself.
You can make them a whole lot more rude than this one's been. I would have you introduce you into there. See there, finally. No free information here.
I missed it. What was it?
King Queen at the ruby spot.
That's fine. We still have Kaipo guards available.
It also means that we don't know what's at the King Queen spot. bow with vanilla agility.
That does sound pretty miserable, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Bathos, though, getting right through the elements. Cubs right behind. Asuka is going for round 2 on this Demist, a boss that all those crystal swords will not help against.
Demist being a creature of the light like myself, very hard to take down.
No holy deal in axe damage. The axe of my people.
I mean, that's fine. Oh, the crystal sword's only gonna do, what, 4,000?
Ish. Just ish. Meanwhile, NG Dave says, I've had enough with this planet. He's going home to his people. With Poochie.
You and I saw a different version of that episode then. Because I don't remember Poochie going home to his people.
What he said. He's going home to his people. Back to his planet. His people. They're there. We don't need to go into that part, Scala.
See, that's the part I remember.
Any way I can get more people to watch things like that, that's what I'm going for. I was trying to convince them that it was all well and good. Unlike this Baigen fight that NGT's about to run into.
Yeah, Baigen down in the actual king spot? No. Can we not?
Those snakes like to tickle. That's like the force circle.
I thought the snakes like to give bad advice.
Yeah. All the time. There's 2 of them. They keep coming back. You can't get rid of them. Why would you want to? One snake tells the truth and one snake tells lies.
Well, neither one of those snakes are going to get a chance to say anything on NG Dave's side, as he has said no thank you.
That's where the harp is that leads to Valvalis. That leads to the Luca key. That leads to Mylon and friends. Told you, this was going to flip at some point.
Shouldn't we wait to see if it flips, though?
On my shot. Sometimes you just gotta feel it and go for it. Alice got it right.
Scala Plus.
Meanwhile, is sitting really good with this Demist. Gonna take it down. Not sure if the characters are fully blinked up, but is going for the win here, it looks like.
Yep, Demist. Demist isn't really that scary. Demist is just obnoxious. But that Quake, gonna take out that Demist. Gonna get lots of XP on those kids. The disrespect from NG Dave.
I didn't see anything wrong.
Disrespect.
Nothing wrong. What did he do? Did he boot an old man?
No, he booted Iridia for an old man.
Normally, I would be appalled at such things, but because you were appalled at it, I'm okay with it. Thumbs up. I mean, you think about it. Auntie Dave's party is all old men in Palom.
Cecil's like 22.
Old dog years.
Then how old are we?
We don't want to go into that math.
I mean, I'm in
Exactly.
time eternal, but
It feels like time eternal where I'm at.
and looks like thought about going there to Sylph Cave, but gonna go ahead and do this Fey March first.
What was the tower key?
You mean top of tower?
No, the tower key. I thought Auntie Dave did it.
I thought NG Dave went up the...
Oh. Cracker says it was Asura. Auntie Dave, choosing violence though, says I've got a crystal sword, I've got a Fu, I've got a Tella, I can take this Besamune altar. Oh no. Yes.
Odin is here to lay down some righteous justice.
That he's there's very few things I could have asked that were better here. Palom only has like 2. There's like 30,000 health that is got to get chewed through.
But we do see the Asura from Cubs. We'll see if he sticks around to get whatever key item it is.
I would think if you went through that boss fight, you would probably do that. Although it looks like NG Dave is going to get lucky here.
That is utilizing turn utility, although...
Oh. Just die. Odin, what? Runners? 0.
Did you want 65,000 KHP of orbs?
You want those 2 key items, you'll do it. Demon speeding check though. Rydia's mom has the Luca key.
So we know that there is a boss down there, and all our other runners did warp glitch through. So if that's one of our required bosses, that would give Asuka a little bit of a boost there.
He's gonna raise the whale though. I'm gonna get that checked out. I think she set up Sheila 1 as well. Also to know, Asuka has done most of the seed with just 3 party members. Got the 4th from Dwarf Castle with the Porum, but has otherwise been prioritizing a different route and has been handling the seed just as well as some of our other runners, even if she doesn't have that crystal sword.
And it looks like that crystal sword said no thank you to that bomb.
Just a mess. No edge to be found, probably on the giant at this point. Would be really useful for the CPU. Yes, take the 65,000 orbs, yes.
The orbs that look like they're floating but aren't.
I only have 35,000. Well, the CPU only has 35,000. But still, orb grind. Well on the table.
Or just throw rocks at it.
You could throw rocks. But
Holy rocks of justice.
could throw rocks, but I would not recommend it. Because we are anti-fun. Right, chat?
And here I thought that it was the angel that was anti-fun.
Oh, you've been wanting the runners to have nothing but fun. You gave them a crystal sword, a song, a Cecil. Wait a minute, that was the flag set maker. All the bosses on the moon. Soma drop. Finally.
Back row glitch.
Finally, a key item I can get behind, though.
Samurai orb.
Samurai bows. Almost as good as samurai arrows, but, you know, still need more to make it work.
And Asuka gonna pull out the giant. Gonna be the people's choice here. Gonna see who these two bosses in character check are.
Considering the bosses that have been seen, I'm all for your Baron guards being here.
And looks like looking for that trap chest as well.
Last arm, not that bad. You know, got Sid who could dismantle it. Meanwhile, it looks like Dathis is about to get his samurai bow. I missed who the job dwarf was if Cubs went that deep.
And NG Dave only has the attacker orb. Attacker orb is going to be kind of rude, though.
I mean, one more Mazer will do the work of taking out Tella. Not that it matters, because we can't use him as an anchor. Oh, that's a Sparkle.
We have a Sparkle.
That's Plague, or nope, that's a Blarg.
Blarg here isn't bad.
Especially with Witchburn.
Oh yeah, Witchburn. This is free.
Needs a little bit more setup though. Cubs
just a little bit, but
Cubs with the tactical landing though, I appreciate it.
Look, sometimes you just need to save.
Tactical save location right there next to that hole. I did not see what the rewards were for that ribbon burn.
I did not either.
But it must not have been anything, because now NG Dave is going back for round 2 against that Odin.
Help us out, chat. What did the ribbon room give?
Is Dathis gonna take on? Dathis probably gonna take on this Dark Elf. I don't know if I know NG Dave skipped it. Looking for that.
And
Go ahead.
Asuka picking up her sirens. Gonna give that Porum just a little bit more HP.
Given that Tella, there's a rat tail for Cubs from Sheila 1. Not the pan. We don't have a hook either. Spoon and Moonveil. Yay! We're back. You didn't even know where we were gone, did you?
And NG Dave taking out that Odin, getting through that spot. So this is one runner going to finish not here at the top of the moon.
Did say 3. There's a hook. There could be a boss there.
And we did find a rat tail.
It was subtle, but I have horns and a tail.
Cubs, seriously.
What do you do?
He threw out Rydia for Sid.
Got a big ol' axe.
You can give it to everybody else, too.
I haven't found anybody else that could use it. You didn't want a betrayer on your team.
I mean, true. But for Rydia? Rydia's awesome.
True. But Sid's better.
Rydia also with the righteous judgment.
I mean, she can have all the judgment she wants from the Tower of Wishes. And it looks like Cubs is going to be going and scrambling some eggs. Meanwhile, Angie Dave found the dance party at the Crystal Sword. So at least one required boss on the map.
Not completely haunted yet.
We're still looking for a turtle, right? And a tornado? And the other purple rope.
Yeah, I think we're still missing 3. How many are required?
Total 8. Oh, only 6. Oh,
Wait, there's 10 objectives.
winning. So one more boss for Angie Dave.
I was trying to count and do math on stream and it failed because
Me too.
that's why you don't math on stream.
100% thought they were all required. Win 8. So Angie Dave needs one more boss after this dance party is done. Dazis is about to get his Sid Axe.
And getting new checks from both Cubs and Asuka. Asuka checking cave value here, while Cubs is checking this Luca key spot.
That's not a required boss.
No. Can we not? See, that's the one you want blocking your harp into Earth Crystal access.
Yes. Yes, I do. Harp into Earth Crystal with all the bosses up there, although you could just go do Zot 1 without the Earth Crystal.
Taco Mac and Chuck chat saying that one of those could hold the package, and we haven't found that either, so...
So hear me out. DKC has the harp, which leads into Zot, which leads into the package.
Oh, package was behind Mylon and Friends.
Our tracker being... Okay. DKC into the harp, into the Zot, into the pan, and Sheila 2 has... Man, that didn't work either. I got nothing. It's the rudest I can go is Valvalis is hanging out at King Queen. And we wouldn't even need it.
Nope.
I feel defeated.
I know. Like all evil will be defeated. By justice in our hearts.
We've got dueling Murasame alter chicks, though. NGJ just needs one more boss, so we're probably going to see him start going into face check mode. Octomammoth? Required.
But what all does NG Dave have that he hasn't checked already?
Giant. Hook. Dot 1. Package.
Those all sound terrible.
Lord Goober knows exactly where it's at.
No.
Rick Moranis is a national treasure. Even though he's Canadian. I think. Somebody fact check me on that, because I'm honestly not sure on that one.
trust evil to just make up facts.
It wouldn't be making it up if I'm asking them to check. Huzzah! Now, everything behind that chain except NGJ could just go check Zot 1.
But looks like NG Dave is going to go to that giant, having seen that DKC and just said, no, I don't think I will.
All right, so that was Blarg in the elements. Death is gonna go check the bottom of Luca, which I don't think was anything because Cubs didn't walk it out.
It was Plague.
Yeah, definitely not anything.
Plague in that spot has places to be.
And honestly, though, with Plague being there, Asuka not punished for not having the warp glitch because it's just adamant down there.
Yep. And I mean, a Gigant Axe is okay. It's like an X-Cal, but there's still so much better stuff out there.
I mean, let's hit things. Alright, let's see if he's gonna take this Wyvern after just a weak little drain. Oh, I don't know if NG Dave realized which burn was on.
I don't know that he cares. He is in full face check. He, I bet, is going to Zot 1.
Or King, Queen, or package.
Personally, I'd start with Zot 1.
All of the checks available to NG Dave right now are, just save, scum, and go type checks. So land your Enterprise somewhere in the middle of all three. Leave a save right there and just go.
Gonna go with the package. Very interesting. And there is the Betrayer.
And there's the turtle. We found him. There we go, chat. Seat over. Found Kanatsu.
If Kainazo is in the Baron Guard spot, that is just amazing.
Even I would have to applaud that. Like, won't lie, even I would have to say bravo. Asuka's getting a little bit more levels with these gold dragons, though, before making the dive. We got Cubs making the dive. Deathis is checking Sheila 1.
I do love a good gold dragon grind. They are just so satisfying to kill.
We saw Titan flex his back muscles, show you why you don't, skip upper body days.
These King Ryu's being a little bit mean, though.
They do not like Porum. Okay. Check number 1 for NG Dave. And while we have just the 4 runners here on the screen, we do have a total of 12 runners in tonight's race. No one has finished yet.
But we only find an antlion, having moved from her spot in the antlion cave and not quite making it up to the heavens.
Brought back to Earth, said, you know what, just guard this package. Nobody will show up. Just guard this.
And here is the Zot 1 check from NG Dave.
I mean, I believe it has to be one of these three. So either package Zot 1 or King Queen.
It could be Zot 2 into Harp, I think.
No, but that would we only need 8 though.
Oh, you're right. We only need 8.
Or Giant 2. Fire Blizzard is correct. So we could actually have all 3 of our bosses still gated behind something. Totally forgot about Giant 2. Dathus is also doing the Zot 1 play.
One of those things that if you've got to go up to the moon, you don't really want to. And Cub's getting smacked down to back down to size by Odin, who says no.
Yep, and that was just karate at Zot 1. So we'll see if grabs the hook.
Looks like that's what's next.
Dishmu, we are doing a angel devil motif because this is based on Dante's Divine Comedy. So our runners and our commentary team were either got to choose or were assigned a particular icon.
And of course, me being angelic like I am,
And me being me.
and you literally having bad in your name,
And it's not just my playstyle. It's a way of life.
but looks like Dathus gonna go ahead and raise that giant, whereas NG Dave going to go down. We'll see if Dathus will be the first of our runners to take on that wyvern.
Yeah, with no Mega Nuke to worry about, it would be relatively easy to just get people get that Cecil zerked up, get that Sid zerked up, and just go. You don't have to worry about getting Starveiled up or anything like that. So just gotta worry about all the reflected nukes for 65,000 of Wyvern.
I don't think the magic spot or the magic in that spot is particularly scary. There's one that is and there's one that isn't, and I can't remember which is which.
Oh, CPU spot is scary. All right, let's see here. Is NG Dave gonna be the lucky winner so far?
Yes, but what about second Fusoya?
I don't know if dupes are on.
Apparently not.
Like second breakfast. You don't need it, but you'll want it. Data says, I can take it. Trying to remember which burn is on.
I mean, that's the way to go. Just start throwing nukes with the old man.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. Was that round 2? I did not see where Cubs reset out of.
The orbs got a little squirrely.
Ah. Squirrely orbs get the kick. Like a squeaky wheel.
But that's a purple robe.
That's it. Now there is no Zeromas in tonight's flag set, so unfortunately there will be no butt kicking. Once Edgy Dave gets through this Mylon Z with one whack of a crystal sword, that'll be the game.
And that is congratulations on NG Dave's side. That is a second place time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, 25 seconds. We did see Plumeria Knight finish off stream at 1 hour, 9 minutes, 7 seconds. And I believe we will be joined shortly by NG Dave.
Yep, and we are joined. GG's into Dave.
Thanks. That was a very good game of hide and seek these bosses played.
I was hoping that last spot was Dr. Luge, so that you'd have to go look for that harp, earth crystal, or take on that wyvern.
It couldn't have been Luge. Luge was in the waterfall.
Oh, I missed
The only
that.
bosses I hadn't seen by that point were Officer Soldier, Baron Guards, and one of Plague or Wyvern. I didn't check the Sparkle on the Giant.
Oh, that was wyvern.
Okay. At that point I was thinking, not objective, reset. We were in full face check for the last, half hour of that seed.
So my question to you is, where would you have gone if that had not been your boss?
Tower. It's 2k main checks, 3k main checks because Demus was at the top.
And did you ever think about trying to get through that wyvern on the giant again, or no?
Nah. Didn't even cross my mind. I knew which two Sparkles I'd left, and I wasn't dealing with 65k of either of them. So at that point, I still had a Hook 1 package and Zot 1 to check that were all going to be faster than getting through that wyvern.
Yep, as we saw, Death has just reset out of an attempt at that wyvern and is now doing some gold dragons. So, how did you feel about the seed overall with the theme that was going along with it?
It's a fun theme. It's very well done. Cubs did a great job capturing the Divine Comedy's feel.
I felt it was a little bit more divine than comedy myself.
No, there was definitely some comedy there, especially at Ordeals 1.
Oh yeah, there is definitely comedy at Ordeals 1, but with a crystal sword, Zeus gauntlets, a Stardust rod, a Foo, all available on the open.
True. Honestly, that forge probably saved me against Odin because it allowed Sid to push a ton of damage.
That Odin definitely looking to bring down some righteous judgment.
Cat is saying that Vigan at Odin had the pan that led to the harp.
That's going to ask. Did anyone do the harp check?
Nope, we did not get the harp yet.
Okay, I assume I'm good to reset.
I will let our fantabulous restreamer, Scala Kitty, let you know on that.
I'm gonna get us harp music.
Even those of us with horns and a forked tail can appreciate good music.
And it's all good music.
So,
Well, and it's so angelic.
Maybe.
It's played on a harp. All music played on a harp is angelic.
I don't know. I've heard some pretty metal harp being played.
Yeah.
Here.
Shredward's in the pool.
So as you're going and giving us a round of the harp, how are you going to be planning on running the seed again over the next 3 instances?
I'll probably run it on Friday as long as I'm not on your side of the restream team.
The rock thing.
It sounds very angelic to my ears.
See, this theme I always get crossed with the hippie theme from Earthbound because of the intro.
Well, any final thoughts for us, Itchy Dave?
I'd just like to thank our team at Scala for rolling this fantastic hide-and-seek seed, although that club's elsewhere. Fiery Blizzard pushing the buttons, I'm certain gave you a bunch. And you, Ali and Carmen, for talking about this. Yeah. Always a great show from you.
Well, we appreciate you letting us restream you, giving us a chance to just watch you play this fun flag set.
And it's certainly a fun one.
GG's on your second place win and being first on the restream.
Thank you. And have a good night, everyone.
And while we were talking with Engie Dave, we've got Asuka, Cubs, and Dathis making their way through the moon. Looks like Asuka and Dathis both did a little bit of a grind. Cubs was able to get through that Odin, so has the hook in hand. And has the package, so is just the one boss away.
Yep, and it looks like Asuka is heading down to the bottom of the LST. Gonna find all the fun and exciting things that are waiting down there.
All the things. We still very much have a race. Asuka has Masamune Altar, which is go mode, depending on how she wants to face check. But before we do, oh, the little devil. He must have known. No pink puffs for Asuka tonight.
Nah, just some murder of all the nasty things down here.
We'll see how Asuka decides to tackle this. Meanwhile, Cubs got to do the package first.
And only going to find an antlion here. Whereas, looks like Asuka is walking back up.
Well, Asuka is going to do, looks like a pink puff attempt.
As I learned the very hard way, always save before your pink puff attempts because they have more health than they should.
Which is, I believe, exactly what Asuka was thinking. And there is a particularly good chance here. If no, I don't know if Dathis is going to. We could have had a dueling pink puff fight. Chat calling for tonight to be the night that free enterprise ends.
Tonight's the night the lights went out in free enterprise.
Allie, would you care to shed some light on what they're referring to?
Well, pink puffs have a chance to drop an adamant armor, and the saying from, I believe it was originally Dravenheart, was that if we get a adamant armor drop on stream, free enterprise is over. The video game has been won. There will be no more video game.
Now, I can say a couple of weeks back during a community club or community race, Dathis did a pink puff and got an adamant armor. He was not on restream though.
It was quite humorous to watch. But we do actually have a third place runner, not on stream. That is Judge Joe with a third place time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 22 seconds.
Get your GG's in chat for Judge Joe. It looks like Cubs is going to go to the Giant, doesn't want to do the hook route.
And we could still have a boss behind that Giant, behind that Wyvern. Could be a Valvalis, could be a Knazo. Those both sound terrible.
Oh, they absolutely sound terrible in that spot. I'm here for it. Meanwhile, Dathis did find the dance party, so is taking on the Mylon and friends. Asuka is still working through these pink puffs, does have the Berserk Cecil. Cecil does now have an X-Scow that he is wielding, so it's just a matter of if he can handle these hits. It looks like he could take about another... Oh, never mind.
Pink puffs have entirely too much health, and you don't realize how much they have until your Cecil is berserked and you have no other recourse. Don't ask me how I know that.
All right, looks like Asuka is going to...
Might be given it another shot.
looks like gonna take Crystal Sword first.
Definitely fair. If you are going to find all your bosses right in a row, you definitely want to finish at the top of the moon. Although, isn't it sort of the bottom of the moon?
Oh, it's definitely the bottom. It is real deep as you're going to that bright, shiny light in the center.
I think that bright, shiny light is fire.
Witchburn. We'll see if Cubs gives this one a go.
Looks like gonna zerk up that Cecil. Gonna start throwing Quakes out.
Now this is interesting because Cubs gets through this and then gets through whatever is at the next spot. Doesn't, have to, will have to go through the fall, but as soon as he lands, boom, done.
And as Fiery Blizzard points out, this is a much taller place than the bottom of the moon, so it's more thematically appropriate.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, the giant's tall. I don't think he's the moon tall.
But it's the middle of the moon.
Okay, now we're going to do math on stream. Giant has 4 floors, 5 if you count that little esophagus room. The LST has how many floors? Like 10.
Exactly. So you go down 10 floors, which makes the giant higher.
Or we turn the giant upside down and stick it in that hole.
That's heresy.
That is the whole point. It's one of the circles.
I think I might have just saw something because I swear I just saw that slow go out on that dead Torum or Palom.
I'm not sure. I saw rocks and I was distracted. There's one glow. We do have a 4th place finisher with Poidrak at 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 10 seconds. So please get your GGs in chat for Poidrak. In 5th place with Brickety Brick, John Burkhead at 1 hour, 25 minutes, and 21 seconds.
And our restreamer Scala letting us know that heresy is the 6th circle in Dante's Inferno.
There you go. I was on point with all the themes. Ooh, Cub's taking a nasty reset, though. Is he going to give it another go?
Yeah, that Wyvern not having it today.
Who said that the magic here was quote-unquote, yeah.
Look, if you only have 1,200 health and it does 1,300 health, math says that something.
I want to let the record show I did do the air quotes. Package though for Asuka. And the 6th place winner in a dub word 47 with 1 hour 26 minutes 26 seconds.
And it looks like Dathis is going to try and take on, I believe this was...
Something.
Not orbs. Mom Bomb. Oh, Mom Bomb's fine.
Yep.
We don't want to mess with Mom Bomb. That's fine too.
That is a perfectly acceptable course of action. All right, so he's going to get his crack at Odin. Cubs rule going round 2 on this Wyvern. The nukes are a-flying.
Dueling nukes from Wyvern and Fu.
Fu's nuke's doing considerably better. Stardust Rod will do that.
Equipment for bosses when?
Maybe in 5.0. That would be a fantastic idea. Bosses have equipment and they drop it as part of their loot table.
And Death is taking on this Odin. Death is taking on this Odin. And we're going to see who's stronger, an old man or a guy with a sword.
Guy with a sword. Asuka, though, is going for her first attempt, I believe, at this Odin. And I believe Odin has taken down at least all three of the runners that have attempted it. So let's see if Asuka... Nope, Asuka says, I'm not ready for that one.
And Cub's in a lot better spot this time with this this here dragon. Managing to keep everybody alive, just throwing berserk nukes back at the dragon.
Asuka is heading out. Unfortunately, that Masamune altar is very hard required because I think it was the rat. Oh no, it was that Baigen. That Baigen actually. Okay, so the Baigen could lead to an alternate ending. Does anybody remember? I don't remember where the Earth Crystal was, but I know that the harp was behind Baigen, which had the pan.
And our tracker letting us know we did not see the where the Earth Crystal was. But Asuka going to say, okay, I'm going to check this package because I really don't want to do Odin there, and I 100% don't blame that.
Ivan, we did that bit already. I appreciate you, though, Rabbit. There was your guards.
And that giant completely haunted.
Why is Cubs doing the guard?
More XP.
Harp has a boss. Zot 2 has a boss. Oh, yeah. See, Fire Blizzard's got me. Yeah, Val at the Harp. Yeah.
Still hittable by magic.
I mean, it's a harp. Why do you need magic? You just go whack it.
You don't think that us angels magically play the harp?
I mean, the only thing that would make any of our runners any happier is if that Valvalis is at Zot 2. The Mary Knight, that is okay.
We haven't been paying attention to the stream, so that's fine.
We've been paying attention. Don't give our secrets away. I mean, I'll give Scala's secrets away, but don't give ours. Hey, a ninja. Oh my god, Masamune somewhere.
You're not taking an edge at this point. Did
Why
you just
not?
see him fall?
He's got a nice claw. Perfectly good.
We have fought both leg and quarter leg.
And still got DKC.
Why? I'm. What?
That's right. Kanatsu can be weak to ice, and that's a required boss.
What does that have to do with DKC, though?
Ninja dodge real good.
Nobody's dodging those on, except for an Edward.
Plumerian Knight, yeah, that is our assumption as well. The last two bosses are at Zot 2 and the Twin Harp. Yeah, and we don't know if the Earth Crystal is vanilla behind that harp.
It'll be a surprise for all of us.
Like most of the seed. Asuka is going to go head to the giant. Gathis is doing an orb grind, unwillingly. Cubs is going to get the bad news that it's behind the hook. And if you haven't done so, runners, they've been putting on a race. They have channels, there's followers, some of them have subscribers. Please go out and do so. They're doing a race. They're making Ally and I really, play off each other in ways that few commentators have not really had to play off each other before. It's been a thing. More divine than comedy, but who am I to judge? Also, do want to thank Scarlet Kitty, who rolled this fine seed with all the nice things all on the overworld for people to just go and gather. Fiery Blizzard, who's had to push a whole lot of buttons in a whole lot of different ways. And my co-commentator, Alsail, who is the little angel that she has proclaimed herself to be. And I'm just the devil on your right shoulder.
I am absolutely an angel. I will always lead you to good things and happiness.
I'm the dumpster fire on your right shoulder. Always lead to memes.
But I am the destroyer of memes.
I know, and I'm saying don't listen to her. Let your memes be dreams. Memes are fun.
I will lead you to goodness and purity and happiness.
Good thing
Not
you
those things like fun.
Good thing you had push the talk so you could have that with a straight face after you're released, right?
But Cub's gonna find out that this is the last boss we're looking for. Gonna get that Mylon. Very quickly gonna fall to that crystal sword.
I don't know about poutine in heaven, but I've got chips. And heck.
I mean, we have all sorts of wonderful things in heaven. So, sure, poutine, I don't know what it is, but sure. Look, y'all know what fried okra is? Because if y'all don't know what fried okra is, I'm going to call you a heretic too, chat.
I know it is. I've had it. It's not great, but I've had it. We got an explanation from Ryben. Ryben, thank you. I still appreciate you.
Poutine is just chili fries, just less spicy. Well, I don't like spice, so it would be perfect.
It's less spicy. That's what it says. I'm just glad nobody asked what kind of chips I had.
Well, I mean, we wouldn't want spice in heaven. That burns.
Yeah. And with that swing of a crystal sword, a Cub's rule is going to get his objectives completed with an official race spot time of 1 hour, 37 minutes, and 3 seconds. Get your GGs in chat. Second place on the restream, 7th place overall. We'll see about if he is going to come in for an interview.
And meanwhile, it looks like Dathis has gotten through that mom bomb, and Asuka is working on this wyvern.
Now Dathis is ready to take that edge.
But we don't want the edge.
If you don't take the ninja, then how can you have an edge in the seed? Nobody else did. You'd be an edge up. You'd have the edge. You'd be sharp, pointy.
Get out.
No, you can't make me. I mean, you technically can, but... You can't get rid of me that easily!
That wasn't even me! I didn't understand that. Were you eating your mic like your chips?
Can't get rid of me that easily. And guess.
But I do believe with that, Beding, we are joined by Cubs Rule. GG's to you.
Thank you. GG's.
How was your comedy?
You mean go everywhere but where the bosses are?
I mean, I laughed.
That was
Especially on ordeals.
That was the goal.
Laughed at ordeals 1. I did not laugh very many other times on the overworld.
I just like how I managed to go literally everywhere but where the bosses were. That was a nice hunt for the last 20 minutes or so.
Well, and what about that Odin at the top of, at the Mazamune altar, kind of bringing down that holy justice?
I thought I could sneak one through there the first time. Just couldn't get the slows off in time. The targeting was too good. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Odin hit at that spot. I forgot, it deals a lot.
Tickles. It tickles a little.
Just a bit, yeah.
Now, we are curious to see if the Earth Crystal is behind the harp. That's the current theory.
Well, I haven't seen it yet on the roll.
Which, if that's the case, then that Vigan was the way to not have to do that Odin.
Yeah, just do everything else, apparently.
Well,
no,
I
we can
mean...
get Moon entirely in that case, actually.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't that DKC.
That's true.
That was a good laugh, and then run.
But we haven't seen DKC. You can still show up at half side.
There, Earth Crystal is behind Panbunk.
Oh, okay. So then it's Vigan to harp to Pan. Right? Or did I get it messed up?
That's kind of disgusting.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about, this is your flag set, kind of what brought this on, kind of what you were thinking with it, and did it turn out how you were expecting?
Well, first, sorry to spoil your fun, Karma. It was the crystal behind the harp.
Ah, well, still.
Now, I've had this idea just kind of floating around in the back of my head for a while. It's... The game kind of parallels the whole trilogy of the Divine Comedy. Go underground, come back up, and then head into the heavens and end up facing God, so to speak, in the end. It just... It's always been kind of striking to me how similar the two stories are in that regard. So I've always been trying to figure out how to make this work, and it was actually you pointing out, Allie, that the fiends are all a part of the Inferno chapter, so that just kind of tied it all together. I was just never really could figure out how to make it work, and then it's just kind of cool to see it once everything comes together like this.
See, that's not the theory that I prescribe to. You know, I see the direction and where you went with it, but I've always gone with the Cain and Cecil conspiracy. They planned the whole thing.
I mean, we could get into deep lore on Final Fantasy games all night long, but I think we're going to be here for a while is the problem.
And yet we could be reading this awesome work done by Dante back in the old times. It's been translated from Italian, hopefully.
It does appear to be the case, and Scala has linked it a couple of times, so thank you, Scala Kitty. This is a very fantastic link with all the parts.
Bonus points if you can do it in the original Latin.
Pass. We didn't find one. Wait, yeah, we did. NGJ's got it.
But yeah, any thoughts you wanted to give on this seed? Did it kind of play out how you wanted it to play out?
It was pretty much, yeah. I don't know that I had really any preconceived notions coming in. It's the one question I think I had was whether to put Force Magma on, and it just ended up working that way. So, no, it's interesting in that we just came off of a boss hunt tournament, and we're somewhat back to that, but there's a couple of key items required. But really, once you have access to the world, that's it. Enjoy your scavenger hunt. So it really kind of worked out pretty well. Except for me. Everybody else it worked out well for.
Well, Allie called it and said Darkness of the top 4 deals. So I tried to jinx it, say it was going to be a long chain gated behind Leviathan, but...
And not only Darkness Ordeals, but Attila on the moon.
Hmm?
No. D-Machine was not happening.
Sirens referencing.
Exactly. The angelic moon bunnies gave us our sirens.
Look, you get through the Wyvern. That's like a free grind there at the end of Giant, right? Right?
Yes. So in all, are you going to be doing any of the salty runbacks of your flag set?
I feel like I'm somewhat contractually obligated to do so. Again, because it is mine. I mean, if I'm going to inflict this torture on everyone else, I might as well do it to myself at the same time. No, I'm looking forward to see how it goes the rest of the week, the rest of the races.
Well, they were very entertaining, so I'm looking forward to seeing them for this Friday and all of next week.
No, I just want to say thank you to both of you for doing comms tonight. Fiery, thank you very much for the tracking. Scala, as always, my hat off to you, ma'am. Well done. Until next time, all. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Have a good one. That was Cubs Rule. Was our second place on the restream, 7th place overall. Auska424 has just finished up the Giant, and Dathis is working on a few more gold dragons because that Odin has been quite the rude.
Yep. I think maybe looking for Lit 3 on Rydia. Just throw out as many Lit 3s as you can. And we did have some finishes. After Cubs Rule, we had CS Radical in 8th place with a time of 1:43.43, and E Ninja in 9th place with a time of 1:43.43. What?
A tie!
No.
It was a tie. It's literally down to the sub-seconds.
I mean, that's only a 1/10 of a second. It's fine.
It's a tie.
I'm not retiming it.
I think you might have to be contractually obligated to do that, since apparently that's a thing.
And Scala reminding us it's only during tournament season.
You got all the other things you wanted.
That's what happens when you're on the side of good.
Going back with Lord Goober on this. Good is dumb.
but I got what I wanted.
Well, I did get a Root Odin at the Masamune altar, so.
I almost said it. Scala going, and I wanted what I got. Yes, I almost said that.
All right, this is going for round 3, I believe, on this Odin. Meanwhile, Asuka has run out of key items, so is going to go back and take on this. This will be her go mode, and for Dathus as well.
Yep, once this Odin is taken down, all that's left is kind of going down and taking out that hook route.
Yep, and the extra lit 3s are coming in handy. Looks like we've got even Porum is getting in on the bonks.
And Rydia, doing the best work because she is the best character, goes ahead, takes out that Odin, marking off objective number 10, 5 for Dathus, and getting that hook.
He's gonna get the hook. He's already done Zot once, so he's got to choose between the package or the hook. So we'll see where Dathus decides to choose from. Meanwhile, Asuka, not out of this, can still take this Odin and head right to the hook. He's gonna get a little bit more XP though. Knows that the Odin's down there. She did peek it earlier.
But yeah, just taking out a couple more of these bosses. And let's see where Dathus decides to go. Which would be the bigger meme?
Package.
I don't know. The idea that King Queen Evelyn is pretty interesting.
Well, we will find out where the self-proclaimed meme lord goes.
That sure looks like the package.
I mean, he's got to see, if you know Dathus. He's drawn to the king. The question will be, does he do the antlion just to take the cane?
That's a tough one. I mean, at this point, you know that there's nothing else that can be rough. If he really wanted to spite me, he would take that cane and replace Rydia with him.
I've been wrong this entire seed. I'm not going to speculate.
Nah, speculating's for me.
I mean, you've been right every single time that you've asked for something. And somehow managed to make me wrong every time.
I mean, isn't that just a woman's job? Not even good and evil?
Possibly. Here we go, though. Let's see. Dathus, is he going to take that cane or leave him in his bed? Fiery Blizzard. It's my side. We have cookies. I made them.
We have cake.
It's the truth.
We have angel food cake.
We have carrot cake. I know. I know what kind of cake you wanted me to say.
So, what you're saying is carrots are evil?
Yeah. When they're in cake form. do summon a big chocobo. Dathis went back to the moon thinking that the path to his objectives is behind the CPU. I seem to have finally broken Alicel.
I can't with the carrots.
Carrots are good for summoning big chocobos and little chocobos, but not for cake.
Well, I'm just going to have to disagree with that, but looks like Dathis is trying to float the already floating orbs. Would you like to explain what Dathis is trying to do?
No. Orbs float. They look like they float. They act like they float. They don't have float. You put float on, and then you can quake. But you have to get the float onto the right one, and you can't target float on a monster, so you have to reflect it.
But which one do we want to be able to quake?
So we kill the defender, attempt to cast float, and hope it floats on the attacker so we can quake away.
Unfortunately, these orbs have quite a bit of health, so you have to hit them a few more times.
We are going to get some bluffs from the Quack Kid so he can make his quack stronger. Put all the ducks to shame.
And we have dueling orb grinds here. Well, dueling orbs.
Is the float going to land? Ah, it lands on the back. The thing is, Deathis did a lot of setup too, so. Wondering where his bosses are. He only needs one more. I wonder if he remembers that he got the hook. Oh, he has the rat tail too.
We see that exit cast might now just be remembering, hey, there's a boss down there that I haven't seen.
Also, there's a Viking.
Nobody's going back to Snake Bro.
Considering the names that Scala gave Snake Bro earlier, they just don't know.
But we see lots of bluffs coming out from Asuka on that Palom. There's a point where you just quake and murder.
You quake and things go boom. That's how you open up the path to where I live.
I thought you just threw a rock down a well.
That was earlier. But quake also works too. Can bring down a mountain around a village.
And looks like Dathis is going to go ahead and check that rat tail.
Yep, I think he got confused on where he wanted to check there briefly. Just a power shot.
Just a power shot.
Oh, okay, nope. I didn't realize he had saved right there. Fooled me. Like this is like the seat's done the entire time. Mm-hmm.
But we see Globe 199's coming out, but we do see viruses coming out as well. Going to take down that defender. And just try to get through the last little bits of this CPU's health.
Yep, and Dathis, meanwhile, is heading down to the King Queen spot where that Mylon is awaiting him. See if Asuka is able to recover. I believe she should be able to once she can get this defender down and kind of stabilize the group.
She might be out of life potion. Nope, she's still got some. Good.
Problem is she needs that Porum to get the party up. Tella's just not cutting it with the mustard. Oh, and losing Sid is not.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tella plus.
He's trying. Yeah, this attacker is being relentless, so.
Yeah, unfortunately, one thing with agility is the less actors are to enter the queue, the faster that attacker gets.
See if the CPU, yep, the CPU buffered, so now Porum can get the group back up.
Good guy CPU, letting us get that buffer off. And we see some Cure 2s coming out.
Those health pools of Cecil and Sid, though, just a little chunky. Alright, Dathis is about to come up to this Mylon Z, which will be his final objective, so we'll be seeing the congratulations. Again, no Zeroma's fight in the seed tonight.
Yeah, Mylon Z is about to have a very bad time. And there's the crystal sword. And
The official time, 2 hours and 17 seconds.
And it looks like Asuka did go ahead and say, okay, I think I'm done with this orb. But GG's to her, really pushing it through, especially in that early game with only having 3 and then 4 characters. Just really pulling out those kind of different strats that sometimes you have to try when you might not have a team. But it looks like we are not going to get an interview from either tonight, but still give them your GGs. They both did fantastic, and they went ahead and put on a great show for y'all.
Yep, if you haven't done so, all 4 runners did an excellent job. This time, do listen to me. Give them a follow as well. Make sure you get out there, give them some subs, give them some follows. You know, everybody can use them. Also, shout out one more time to Scala Kitty doing the restreaming, who rolled this fine seed, Fire Blizzard doing the tracking, and my co-commentator Alicel. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. I think we'll put a truce into the works, and we'll both say great job to y'all. And it is always a pleasure, Karma.
Great job to everybody. We can have a truce for the time being until next time, and we'll see if we have a target in play to see where we can kind of float off to.
And we are going to be going to Tull Grant, who is currently doing team building exercises. It is async K97061. So if you plan to run that, please go ahead and cancel out of that raid. But otherwise, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Be safe and have a wonderful evening.